The large alien ship appeared in Earth's orbit on a quiet Tuesday morning. It was smooth and silver, shaped like an oval with glowing blue lights. People all over the world looked up and pointed. Some were scared. Some were excited. But everyone knew that life would never be the same again. In the high meeting room of the United Nations, world leaders gathered quickly. They sat at the round table, faces tense as they watched the ship on the big screen. "They're sending a message," said the UN secretary. "It's coming through now." The screen changed. 3 aliens appeared. They looked almost like humans, but their skin had a blue tint, and their eyes were larger. The one in the middle spoke. "People of Earth, I am Rylak of the Galactic Council. We come in peace and wish to speak with your leaders." The room was quiet for a long moment. Then the UN secretary stood up. "We need our best person for this job," she said. "We need Jun Kim." Jun was at home, in his small apartment when the call came. He was a diplomat who had solved many world problems. But this was different. This was aliens. "Ambassador Kim," said the voice on the phone. "We need you at the UN now. Earth needs you." Jun looked out his window at the alien ship in the sky. He took a deep breath. "I'm on my way," he said. At the UN building, Jun met with the world leaders. They told him what had happened. "You will speak for all of Earth," they said. "The aliens want to meet in person tomorrow." Jun nodded. He felt the weight of this task, but he did not show fear. "I will need a team," he said. "I want Dr. Hannah Park, our top scientist, and I want daily reports from all intelligence agencies." That night, Jun could not sleep. He stood on his balcony looking at the alien ship. The stars seemed different now. Earth was not alone. In the morning, the meeting place was ready. The large room in the UN building had been prepared. Security was tight. At exactly 10 o'clock, a beam of light appeared in the center of the room. When it faded, 3 aliens stood there. They were the same ones from the message. "I am Rylak," said the first alien. "This is Nuvara, our military expert, and Keld, our resource specialist. We represent the Galactic Council of 57 worlds." Jun stepped forward. "I am Jun Kim, speaking for Earth. With me is Dr. Hannah Park, our science advisor." Hannah was a small woman with sharp eyes. She watched the aliens carefully. Rylak smiled. "Your planet has caught our attention. We detected unusual energy readings from your world. You have developed faster than expected." "We have made progress in many areas," Jun said carefully. Nuvara, the military alien, spoke next. "You have reached level 3 quantum technology without guidance. This is rare." Jun noticed that Nuvara's hand rested on what looked like a weapon. "Earth sits at an important spot in this part of the galaxy," Keld added. "The Council is interested in adding you to our protection." "Protection?" Jun asked. "From what?" The 3 aliens looked at each other. Rylak stepped forward. "The galaxy is not always safe. Some species are aggressive. The Council offers safety." Hannah spoke for the first time. "And what would Earth need to give in return for this protection?" The aliens looked surprised by her direct question. Rylak recovered quickly. "We will discuss the details tomorrow. For now, we offer friendship." After the aliens left, Jun and Hannah met with the world leaders. "They want something," Hannah said. "They kept looking at my data pad when I took readings." Jun nodded. "They were surprised by our technology level. I think they expected us to be less advanced." "What do we do?" asked the UN secretary. Jun looked at the spot where the aliens had stood. "We learn more," he said, "and we prepare for whatever they really want." Outside, the alien ship moved into position over the UN building. Inside the ship, Rylak spoke to a larger alien on a screen. "High Counselor Tavor, we have made contact. The humans are more advanced than we thought." "It doesn't matter," said Tavor. "Earth will join us, one way or another. We need that position, and their quantum technology." Rillick nodded, but he looked troubled. There is something different about these humans. They are cautious. All new species are cautious, Taver said. But they all join in the end. Earth will be no different. But as Rillick looked down at Earth through the view screen, he wasn't so sure. The next day, the meeting room was filled with tension. Earth's Joint Security Council sat on one side of the table. June Kim and Dr. Hannah Park were in the center. Armed guards stood by the walls. When the aliens appeared in their flash of light, they had a new member with them. This one wore fancy clothes with shiny badges. "This is High Counselor Taver," Rillick said. "He leads the Galactic Council." Taver was taller than the others. His eyes were cold as he looked around the room. "I don't usually come to first meetings," Taver said. "But Earth is special." June stood to greet him. "We are honored by your visit, High Counselor." Taver sat down without shaking June's hand. "Let us talk about Earth joining the Council." Hannah turned on her datapad to take notes. She noticed Nuvara watching her device closely. "The Council offers many benefits," Taver said. "We will share some technology. We will protect your trade ships when you begin space travel. We will keep dangerous aliens away." "That sounds good," June said carefully. "What does Earth need to do in return?" Taver smiled, but it didn't reach his eyes. "Simple things. First, Earth must remove all military ships from space. We have only a few science stations in orbit," June said. "Second," Taver continued as if June hadn't spoken, "Earth must share all quantum technology research with the Council." Hannah looked up sharply. "All of it? Why?" Keld, the resource specialist, answered. "For safety. Young species often develop dangerous technology without understanding the risks. And third," Taver said, "Earth must accept Council bases on your planet and moon." The room got very quiet. June looked at the Earth leaders. Their faces showed worry. "These are big requests," June said. "We need time to think about them." Taver frowned. "There is nothing to think about. This is the standard agreement for all new Council members." "Even so," June said firmly, "Earth will need time to consider. This affects our whole planet." Taver stood up suddenly. "You have 2 Earth days to decide. The Council's offer is generous. Do not waste our time." After the aliens left, the room burst into loud talk. "They want our military gone," said General Tadwan Lee, the top army leader, "and bases on Earth. They might as well just take over." "Why are they so interested in our quantum research?" Hannah asked. "I need to check something." "Excuse me." She left quickly. June watched her go, thinking. Ambassador Kim, the UN secretary, said, "What do you think?" "I think," June said slowly, "that we need to know more about this council, and we need to know what they really want." In her lab, Hannah worked fast. She compared the alien technology readings from her datapad with Earth's latest quantum research. The door opened. June came in. "What did you find?" he asked. Hannah pointed to her screen. "Look at these energy patterns. The aliens use quantum tech, but it's different from ours." She pointed to another screen. "And look at this. Our new Q-Shield project is more advanced than their ship shields." "Are you sure?" June asked. "Yes, they want our research because in some ways, we're ahead of them." June sat down heavily. "So they want to take our best technology and remove our defenses." "It seems that way," Hannah said. The lab door opened again. General Lee and a man in a plain suit walked in. "Ambassador Kim," General Lee said, "this is Sung Choi from Intelligence. He has information you need to hear." Sung was a quiet man with watchful eyes. He placed a small device on the table. "We intercepted communications from the alien ship," Sung said. "They're talking to other council ships, many ships." He pressed a button. A map appeared showing dots moving toward Earth. "This is an invasion fleet," General Lee said. "They're hiding just beyond Mars." "And there's more," Sung added. "We found records about other planets that joined the Council. They all lost their independence. The council took their resources and used their people as workers. June looked at the three people with him. "We need a plan," he said. "Dr. Park, can you get our quantum shields working soon?" "With my full team, maybe in 3 days," she said. "We only have 2, General Lee reminded them. June nodded. "Then we work fast, and we prepare to give the council an answer they don't expect." On the alien ship, Taver looked at Earth through the window. "Such a simple planet," he said. "They'll agree to our terms. They always do." "And if they don't?" Rylak asked. Taver's smile was cold. "Then they'll learn why no one says no to the council." The next morning, June called an emergency meeting. The room was small and secure, deep under the UN building. Only 4 people were there: June, Hana, General Lee, and Sung from intelligence. "We have 1 day left," June said. "We need to understand what we're facing." Hana went first. She put up pictures of the alien ship on the big screen. "I worked all night with my team," she said. "We now know more about their technology. Their faster-than-light drives are far ahead of ours. Their weapons, too. But our quantum shields are better." "How is that possible?" General Lee asked. "We took a different path," Hana explained. "Earth scientists focused on defense, not attack. Our way of using quantum energy is new to them. That's why they want it." Sung spoke next. His voice was quiet but firm. "My team found more information about the Council. They rule 57 worlds, but not as equals. The Council species are in charge. Everyone else works for them." He showed pictures of alien planets with large mines and factories. These worlds all joined the Council for protection. Now they provide resources and workers. Some tried to leave the Council. Those planets were attacked. General Lee hit the table with his fist. "So it's join or die." "It seems that way," Sung said. "But there's something else." He showed a new map of the galaxy. "This area is not under Council control. It's called the Coalition of Free Worlds. They oppose the Council." June leaned forward. "Can we contact them?" "Maybe," Sung said, "but they're far away." Hana had been quiet, thinking. "The Council needs Earth for 2 reasons," she said. "Our position in space and our quantum technology. If we say no, they'll try to take both by force." General Lee nodded. "My teams are preparing. We have hidden defenses in space that the Council doesn't know about, but we need time to get them ready." June looked at each person. "Then we need to buy time. I'll ask for a special ceremony to give our answer. That might give us an extra day." "Will it be enough?" Hana asked. "It has to be," Jun said. That afternoon, Jun met with the aliens again. This time, only Rylak came. "High Counselor Taver is busy," Rylak explained. "Do you have Earth's answer?" "Almost," Jun said. "But our leaders wish to show proper respect. We request a formal ceremony tomorrow to present our answer." Rylak looked surprised. "More delay. The High Counselor won't be pleased." "It's our way," Jun said. "If the Council wants good relations with Earth, it should respect our customs." After a moment, Rylak nodded. "Very well. 1 more day." When Rylak left, Jun didn't go back to the others right away. He walked in the UN gardens, thinking. He was surprised when someone joined him. It was a small alien he hadn't seen before. She looked younger than the others. "Ambassador Kim," she said quietly. "I am Mira, a junior council member. I must speak with you." June looked around. No one was nearby. "I'm listening." "You must be careful," Mira said. "The Council doesn't want partnership with Earth. They want to control you." "We've started to figure that out," Jun said. "Why are you telling me this?" "Because I've seen what happens to planets that join us." Her eyes were sad. "My own world was free once. Now we serve the Council. I don't want that for Earth." "What should we do?" Jun asked. "The Coalition might help you." "They..." She stopped as voices approached. I must go. But know this. The Council fears strength. If you appear weak, they will attack. If you appear strong, they may listen. She hurried away just before 2 UN workers came around the corner. June walked quickly to find the others. When he told them about Mira, Sung looked excited. This could be our way to contact the coalition, he said. Can we trust her? General Lee asked. I'm not sure, Jun said, but we need all the help we can get. Hana looked tired but determined. My team is working non-stop on the shields. We're making progress. Good, Jun said, because tomorrow we need to surprise the Council. We need to show them that Earth isn't what they expected. Far above Earth, more Council ships arrived. They hid behind the moon, waiting for orders. Inside the main ship, Taver was getting impatient. One more day, he said. Then Earth joins us, or faces the consequences. Night fell over Earth. While most people slept, Jun and his team worked without rest. In the basement lab, Hana bent over a strange device. It was round and flat, with blue lights blinking on its surface. 5 other scientists worked nearby, all tired but moving fast. What is that thing? Jun asked as he walked in. Hana looked up with dark circles under her eyes. We found it hidden in the meeting room after the aliens left. It's some kind of monitor. They're spying on us, General Lee asked. He had just arrived with Sung. Yes, but now we're using it to learn about them. Hana pointed to her computer screen. This device connects to their ship. We're following the connection back to see their systems. Sung nodded with respect. Smart. What have you found? Bad news, Hana said. Look at this. She showed them pictures from inside the alien ship. There were weapons, many weapons, and maps of Earth with marks on key cities. They're planning attack points, General Lee said grimly. There's more. Hana tapped more keys. We found this in their computer. A new image appeared. It showed a small device being put inside a human brain. What is that? Jun asked, feeling sick. Control technology, Hana said. They put these in the leaders of worlds that join them. That's how they keep control. The room was quiet as they all took in this news. They never planned to treat us as equals, Jun said finally. Sung's phone beeped. He looked at it, and his eyes went wide. My team just intercepted a message from their fleet behind the moon, he said. The Council has already chosen sites for their bases on Earth. They're planning to land troops tomorrow, no matter what we say. General Lee stood up straight. Then we fight. I've already. A knock at the door cut him off. Everyone tensed. Hana pressed a button, and a screen showed who was outside. It's Mira, Jun said with surprise. The alien who spoke to me. It could be a trap, General Lee warned. Let her in, Jun decided, but be ready. When Mira entered, she looked nervous. She carried a small box. I don't have much time, she said. They'll notice I'm gone soon. Why are you helping us? Sung asked directly. Mira looked at him. Because the Council destroyed my people's freedom. Because what they do is wrong. She put the box on the table and opened it. Inside was a small silver ball. This is a communication device, she said. It can reach the coalition. I've already told them about Earth. They want to help. Why would they help us? General Lee asked. Because Earth is important, Mira explained. Your position in space, your new technology. The coalition needs allies like you. Jun took the device. Thank you for the risk you're taking. There's one more thing, Mira said. She looked at Hana. Your quantum shields. The Council fears them because no other world has developed them this way. If you can deploy them in time. We're working on it, Hana said. Work faster, Mira warned. Taver has ordered the fleet to be ready to attack right after the ceremony tomorrow. After Mira left, the team looked at each other. We have until tomorrow morning, Jun said. General, are our space defenses ready? General Lee nodded. My best ships are hidden around Earth, waiting for my signal. Good. Sung, use Mira's device. Contact the coalition. Sung took the silver ball. I'll do it now. And Hana? June turned to her. She was already back at work. We'll have the shields ready. Somehow. June looked at his tired team. Earth is counting on us. Get some rest if you can. Tomorrow, we face the council. Outside, the city lights shined bright against the night sky. Above, hidden from view, the council fleet prepared for war. They thought Earth was weak and would surrender easily. They were wrong. In the deep quiet of space, General Lee's hidden ships powered up their weapons. In Hana's lab, the quantum shield grew stronger by the hour. And in a small room, Sung made contact with the coalition. Earth was getting ready to surprise the Galactic Council. Morning came too quickly. June stood at the window watching the sunrise. He had not slept. None of them had. The door opened and Sung walked in. His face showed good news. The coalition answered our call, he said. They're sending ships, but they won't arrive until tomorrow. Too late, General Lee said. He was looking at a tablet showing the positions of the hidden council ships. The council fleet is moving. They're getting ready. Hana entered the room next. Her hair was messy, and she had coffee stains on her lab coat. But her eyes were bright. The quantum shields are ready, she said. Not perfect, but they'll work. June nodded. Good. Here's the plan for today. He spread a map on the table. The others gathered around. The ceremony is at noon. Taver and his main officers will be there. While they're with us, Hana's team will activate the quantum shields around Earth. He pointed to different spots on the map. General Lee, your ships will stay hidden until I give the signal. Then they'll surround the council fleet. And if the council attacks anyway? General Lee asked. Then we fight, Jun said simply. But I'm hoping it won't come to that. Some looked confused. How? They have more ships, more weapons. June smiled for the first time in days. Because we have something they don't expect. We have a plan they can't imagine. The ceremony room was large and grand. Flags from all Earth nations hung on the walls. World leaders sat in rows of chairs. At the front was a stage with a podium. June stood at the back, watching as people filled the room. He touched the small device in his ear. Hana, are you ready? He whispered. Ready, her voice came back. The shields are set. We just need to activate them. General Lee. My ships are in position. The council won't see them until it's too late. Sung. Watching everything. The coalition contact is standing by. June took a deep breath. Here we go. The main doors opened. Taver walked in with Rylak, Nuvara, and 5 other aliens. They looked confident, almost smug. June noticed that Mira was not with them. As Taver walked to the front, Jun searched the crowd. He spotted Mira sitting quietly in the back row. She gave him a tiny nod. The UN secretary welcomed everyone and invited Taver to speak. Taver stood at the podium looking down at the humans with a cold smile. People of Earth, he said in his deep voice, today is historic. Today, Earth joins the Great Galactic Council. Your world will now be under our protection. Your people will serve the greater good of the galaxy. Serve, not share in, Jun noted. The Council wasn't even trying to hide their true intentions anymore. Ambassador Kim will now present Earth's formal acceptance, the secretary announced. June walked to the podium. He felt everyone watching him. The fate of Earth was in his hands. High Counselor Taver, he began, the people of Earth thank you for your offer. Taver nodded, already looking pleased. We have considered it carefully, June continued. We understand that 57 worlds are part of your council. That is correct, Taver said. And Earth will be the 58th. June smiled. I'm afraid that won't be possible. Taver's smile dropped. What? Earth must decline your offer, June said clearly. The room went completely silent. Taver's face changed from surprise to anger. You don't understand, Tavor said, his voice hard. This is not a choice. You will join us. No, Jun said. We won't. Tavor touched something on his wrist. Perhaps you need to see the power of the council. On the big screen behind the stage, the council fleet appeared. Dozens of warships moving toward Earth. Last chance, Ambassador, Tavor said. Join us, or face destruction. Jun looked at Tavor calmly. We choose neither. He touched his ear device. Now Hana. Around the world, hidden machines hummed to life. In space, a shimmer spread across Earth's atmosphere. What is happening? Nuvera demanded, looking at a device in her hand. Jun smiled. Earth is showing you our answer. On the screen, a blue shield of energy surrounded the planet. The council ships fired their weapons, but the shots bounced off harmlessly. That's impossible, Tavor shouted. How did you? And one more thing, Jun said. General Lee, if you please. On the screen, Earth's hidden fleet appeared, surrounding the council ships. Tavor's face showed pure shock. Earth, Jun said, does not surrender. Tavor's face turned dark with anger. His hands gripped the edge of the podium so hard that his knuckles turned white. This is a mistake, he said in a low, dangerous voice. A terrible mistake. Jun stood tall. No, High Counselor. The mistake was thinking Earth would simply bow down. The room was tense. The human leaders watched with wide eyes as the alien leader and Earth's ambassador faced each other. Nuvera stepped forward, her hand on her weapon. Shall I call for more ships, High Counselor? It won't help, Jun said calmly. Your weapons cannot break our quantum shields, and your ships are now surrounded by ours. On the big screen, they could all see the council ships trapped by Earth's fleet. The Earth ships were smaller, but there were many of them. Impossible, Rylak said, staring at the screen. Your planet doesn't have this level of space technology. We kept some things hidden, Jun replied, just as you did with your true plans for Earth. Tavor's eyes narrowed. What are you talking about? Jun nodded to Sung, who pressed a button on his tablet. The screen changed to show the control devices the council planned to put in human brains. Then it showed the attack plans for Earth cities. We know everything, Jun said. The control implants, the invasion plans, how you use other worlds for their resources and people. Gasps came from the human leaders. Some stood up in anger. Tavor looked around the room. For the first time, he seemed unsure. You've been spying on us, he accused. We've been protecting ourselves, Jun corrected, just as you said we should. At the back of the room, Mira stood up. She walked slowly to the front, all eyes on her. It's true, she said clearly. Everything they say is true. Tavor turned to her in shock. Mira, you dare to speak against the council. I speak for the truth, Mira said. My world was free once. Now we are little more than slaves. I will not let that happen to Earth. Tavor stepped toward her, but 2 security guards moved to block him. Traitor, he hissed at Mira. No, she said. You betrayed the true purpose of the council. It was meant to unite worlds, not rule them. Jun moved to stand beside Mira. Earth will not join a council that treats its members this way. Rylak looked troubled. He stepped away from Tavor and the other council members. The ambassador speaks truth, he said quietly. We have strayed from our original path. Silence, Tavor shouted. He turned back to Jun. You think you've won. The council has hundreds of ships, not just the ones you see. We can destroy this world with a single order. Jun smiled. I don't think so. He nodded to Sung again. The screen changed once more, showing new ships entering the solar system. They were sleek and powerful. The Coalition of Free Worlds sends their regards, Jun said. They've been quite interested to learn about Earth. Tavor's face showed real fear now. You contacted the Coalition. How? Mira lifted her chin. I helped them. The room erupted in talk as humans and aliens all spoke at once. The council members looked at each other in confusion. Some seemed afraid, others angry. Jun raised his hands for quiet. "Here is Earth's true answer, High Counselor," he said loudly so all could hear. "We do not join the council. We do not surrender. But we also do not want war." He looked around the room, meeting the eyes of humans and aliens alike. Earth offers a different path, not submission, not destruction, but true partnership based on respect. Tavor laughed bitterly. "And if we refuse? Then you leave empty-handed," Jun said. "Your ships will be allowed to go in peace, but the council will never have Earth. Never." The human leaders stood and applauded. Even some of the council aliens looked impressed. Tavor stared at Jun with hatred in his eyes. "This isn't over," he said. "Actually," Jun replied, "I think it is. The question now is what happens next." He held out his hand to Tavor. "War or a new beginning? The choice is yours." The room was quiet as everyone waited for Tavor's response. He looked at Jun's outstretched hand, but did not take it. "The council does not negotiate with lesser worlds," Tavor said coldly. Jun lowered his hand, but kept his calm. "Then perhaps it's time for the council to change." Relic stepped forward. "High Counselor, I suggest we listen to what Earth has to offer." Silence. Tavor snapped. He touched a device on his wrist. "Fleet Commander, prepare tow." Before he could finish, the lights on all the aliens' devices went dark. "What is happening?" Nuvera demanded. Hannah stepped onto the stage. She held up a small box with blinking lights. "I've blocked your signals," she explained in a simple way. "You can't call your ships right now." Tavor's face showed shock, then rage. "How dare you?" "Please," Jun said. "Sit down. Let's talk like equals." After a tense moment, Tavor and the other aliens took seats in the front row. Jun, Hannah, General Lee, and Sung stood together on the stage. "Here is Earth's true answer," Jun began. "We have activated our quantum shield around the entire planet. Your weapons cannot harm us now." Hannah stepped forward. "The shield works differently than yours. It doesn't just block attacks. It absorbs the energy and makes itself stronger." "That's not possible," one of the alien scientists said. "It is," Hannah replied. "Because we took a different path in our research. We focused on protection, not destruction." General Lee spoke next. "Our fleet may be smaller than yours, but we don't need to win a battle. We only need to defend our home." "And we're not alone," Sung added, pointing to the screen where the coalition ships were approaching. "We have new friends." Jun faced Tavor directly. "So here is what Earth offers instead of submission. We will share some of our quantum shield technology, not for weapons, but for protection." Tavor frowned. "Why would you share anything with us?" "Because true strength comes from cooperation, not control," Jun said. "Earth doesn't want to rule others or be ruled. We want to work together as equals." Relic nodded slowly. "This makes sense." One by one, other council members began to nod as well. Only Tavor and Nuvera still looked angry. "This is the better way," Mira said, standing beside Jun now. "The way the council was meant to be." Tavor stood up suddenly. "Enough. I will not listen to this. The council does not." "The council," a new voice interrupted, "needs to remember its founding purpose." A large screen on the wall lit up. An older alien appeared, with wise eyes and formal clothes. "Elder Vorin," Relic said with surprise, bowing slightly. The elder looked at Tavor. "High Counselor, I have been watching these events with great concern. The council was created to unite worlds, not conquer them." "But Elder," Tavor began. "No," Elder Vorin said firmly. "I have heard enough. The council leadership will meet to discuss your actions, Tavor. For now, I order all council ships to stand down." On the screen showing space, the council ships stopped moving. "Earth has shown wisdom and strength today. Elder Vorin continued. They offer friendship when they could choose revenge. We would be fools to reject such an offer. Tavor's face showed defeat. He knew he had lost. June stepped forward. Elder Vorin, Earth would be honored to discuss a true partnership with the Council, one based on mutual respect. The Elder nodded, and the Council would be honored to listen. Perhaps we have much to learn from Earth. The tension in the room began to fade. Human leaders smiled and talked excitedly. Even some of the Council aliens looked relieved. Rillick approached June. I must apologize for our deception. Not all of us agreed with Tavor's methods. Apology accepted, June said. Now we move forward together. On the big screen, Earth's shield glowed blue against the darkness of space. It was no longer just a defense. It was a symbol of a new beginning. Earth's answer had changed everything. The next day, the UN building was busy with activity. Aliens and humans walked the halls together. Some talked about technology. Others discussed trade. A new era had begun. In the main meeting room, Jum sat with Hana, General Lee, and Sung. Across from them were Rillick, Mira, and 3 other council members who had chosen to stay and talk. Tavor and Nuvara had been ordered back to the council homeworld to explain their actions. It's still hard to believe, Rillick said. In one day, you changed everything. June smiled. We just wanted to protect our home. But you did more than that, Mira added. You showed a different way. The door opened, and new aliens entered the room. They wore simple clothes with a star symbol, representatives from the coalition. Welcome to Earth, June greeted them. The lead coalition member, a tall being named Kelser, nodded. We came as soon as we could. Though it seems Earth didn't need much help after all. Your arrival helped show the Council that Earth isn't alone, Sung said. Rillick looked uncomfortable. The Council and Coalition have been rivals for many years. Perhaps that can change too, Jun suggested. As they talked, news came from across the galaxy. The Council was in chaos. Many worlds had heard what happened at Earth. Some Council members had resigned. Others called for new leadership. Mira showed them messages on her device. Look, 7 Council worlds have already asked for the same deal Earth offered. They want partnership, not control. And more will follow, Rillick said. The old ways are ending. On a large screen in the room, they could see space around Earth. Council ships and coalition ships floated side by side, not as enemies but as visitors. What will happen to Tavor? Hannah asked. The Council elders will decide, Rillick answered. But his power is already gone. Too many have seen the truth now. General Lee, who had been quiet, finally spoke. We were ready for war. I'm glad we found peace instead. It wasn't just peace, Sung pointed out. It was something better. The door opened again. A group of aliens from different worlds entered. They looked nervous but hopeful. These are representatives from worlds that joined the Council out of fear, Mira explained. They want to talk about a new kind of alliance. June stood to welcome them. Earth is ready to listen to everyone. As the day went on, more ships arrived from distant planets. News of what happened at Earth spread quickly across the galaxy. The story changed with each telling, but the main point stayed the same. Earth had stood up to the Council and offered a better way. In Hannah's lab, she worked with scientists from both the Council and Coalition. They shared ideas about the quantum shield. Your approach is completely different from ours, a Council scientist said with wonder. You saw possibilities we missed. And you have knowledge we need, Hannah replied. Together, we can do more. In another room, General Lee met with military leaders from various worlds. Defense, not conquest, he explained. That's how Earth stays safe. We can help your worlds do the same. Some worked with his team to create new communication systems that would connect Earth to the galaxy. News, ideas, art, and knowledge would flow freely. At the end of the day, Jum stood by the window looking at the stars. Mira joined him. "What are you thinking about?" she asked. "How quickly things change," he said. "Yesterday, we feared the galaxy. Today, we're helping shape its future. The council wasn't always bad," Mira said softly. "It began with good ideas. It just lost its way. Then perhaps it can find its way again," Jun replied, "with help from Earth and others." Outside the window, the first stars appeared in the evening sky. But now, they didn't look distant and cold. They looked like homes waiting to be visited, and friends waiting to be met. Earth had answered the Council's threat, not with fear or force, but with a new vision. And the galaxy was listening. 1 month had passed since Earth first met the Galactic Council. The UN building now had a new large dome on top. Inside this dome, beings from 50 different worlds sat together at round tables. It was the first Galactic Peace Conference, and Earth was hosting it. Jun stood at the center podium. Behind him sat Hana, General Lee, and Sung. They had become known across the galaxy as Earth's Four, the team that changed everything. "Welcome to Earth," Jun began. "1 month ago, many of us were strangers or enemies. Today, we meet as potential friends." The room was filled with beings of all shapes and colors. Council worlds, coalition planets, and independent systems all sent representatives. Even Elder Vorin had come in person to show the Council's new commitment. "Earth proposes a new type of galactic agreement," Jun continued. "Not the old council that ruled by force. Not separate groups fighting each other. But a galactic association where each world keeps its freedom while working together." Hannah stepped forward next. She showed images of the quantum shield now protecting many worlds. "We've shared our defense technology with 20 planets already," she said. "Now those planets are safe from attack. They can choose their own paths without fear." General Lee spoke about the new Joint Defense Fleet, ships from many worlds now trained together. They protected trade routes and helped planets in trouble. "No more conquest," he said simply. "Only protection." Sung explained the new communication network connecting the galaxy. Ideas, art, music, and knowledge now flowed between stars faster than ever before. As they spoke, the visitors nodded and talked among themselves. The ideas were new, but they made sense. No one wanted war. Everyone wanted safety and respect. Elder Vorin slowly stood up. The room went quiet. As the oldest council member, his words carried great weight. "For too long," he said, "the council lost its way. We began with good intentions, but ended with control and fear. Earth has reminded us of our better purpose." He looked at Jun and bowed slightly. "The council accepts this new vision. We will join this galactic association as equals, not rulers." The coalition leader stood next. "We too accept. The coalition formed to fight council control. If that control is gone, we can set aside old battles." One by one, representatives from different worlds stood and spoke. Most agreed with the new plan. A few had questions or concerns, but all were talking and listening, not fighting. By the end of the day, 43 worlds had signed the new agreement. Others would join later when they were ready. After the meeting, Jun, Hana, General Lee, and Sung stood together on the UN building's roof. The sun was setting, painting the sky in beautiful colors. Above them, ships from many worlds moved peacefully in orbit. "Did you ever imagine this?" Hana asked, looking up at the ships. "Never," General Lee said. "I was sure we were heading for war." "Earth found a better answer," Sung said. Jun smiled as he watched a group of alien children playing with human children in the garden below. They were laughing and teaching each other games. "The council expected Earth to bow down or fight back," he said. "We did neither. We showed them something new." "And now?" Hana asked. Jun pointed to the stars that were just becoming visible in the evening sky. "Now we go out there, not as conquerors, not as servants, but as equals ready to learn and share." Mira approached them, now wearing the new symbol of the Galactic Association, A circle of stars around a blue world. The first joint science mission leaves tomorrow, she said. They want all of you to send them off. The four friends looked at each other. They had done something that would be remembered for generations. They had changed the path of not just Earth, but the entire galaxy. As night fell, lights came on across the city. People from Earth and visitors from the stars walked together under those lights. Some discussed big ideas. Others simply enjoyed each other's company. And high above, the stars seemed to shine a little brighter, as if approving of the new story being written among them. A story that began when Earth's answer wasn't what the Council expected.